Big Mom is finally defeated, but no one is taking this seriously. Big Mom is the only Yonko from the same era as Roger, Whitebeard and Shiki. She has also gained the title of the strongest woman of the world. She has enough strength to fight on equal terms with Kaido. Although I am a small YouTuber with negligible subscribers, but still I want to spread the message that Law and Kid had defeated her. So the story began from chapter 1039 where, on the live floor, Kid and Law are on the ground defeated by Big Mom, while their respective crews plead Big Mom to show mercy. Big Mom, however, laughs at the patheticness of their begging and uses Tenman Tenjin to defeat the two crews. Afterwards, she decides to ride Hera back up to the roof to help Kaido finish Luffy, having deduced they were still fighting for so long. But before she can go, Law once again uses room anesthesia to extend his sword and pierce Big Mom through her arm and head. He then uses shock will again to electrocute her and make her bleed again. All the metal things try to attack Law in retribution, but they are pulled towards Kid, who manages to get back up again. He forms a giant bull with the metals and rams into Big Mom with Punk Cornadillo, slamming her into a wall. He also says to her that he believes Kaido is reaching his limit, comparing him and her to a mountain that gets worn down by the rain, meaning that both emperors have no doubt been taking a lot of damage from these fights. Kid and Law then proclaim that no matter what and even if they die, they will not let her reach the roof. The Beast's pirates react in horror over witnessing Big Mom getting rammed by Eustace Kid's giant metal bull, while his crew and Law's crew cheer them on. Law jumps onto Kid's bull and tells him that that was the second time he waited for Law to use his finishing move before moving in with his own, as if he was trying to take credit for her injuries. Kid tells him that his petty view of being his opening act is extremely pointless, but Law tells him to go first next time, only for Kid to tell him not to give him orders, and that if he did use his trump card, there won't be anything left of her, to which Law tries to figure out what Kid's final move would be with Kid refusing to tell. As they argue, Big Mom gets back up on her feet, with her right arm clearly broken, with her even admitting Law's powers are dangerous for breaking some of her ribs. She uses her powers to bestow souls onto her bones, restoring them. Law then tells Kid that he will be out of energy when he uses his next attack, so he will have to finish things himself, only for Kid to remind him not to boss him around. Big Mom performs her Mazer Saber combination attack and slices through Kid's bull, but since he made it from scrap connected by magnetism, he isn't concerned about its condition since he can put it back together. Big Mom tells the two of them that the need to quit dreaming that they could dethrone her, since they've ruled over the seas for decades. But Kid jumps off the bull and assigns a south pole to her forehead and a north pole to the wall behind her, causing her to get pulled back and making her unable to move. Kid then has the bull charge at Big Mom again, but she uses the wall itself to block the attack. She then generates an attack called Bohoho Misery, creating a huge woman out of fire and lightning that smacks Kid to the ground. However, Law uses his devil fruit powers to warp a tower over her head, crushing her and knocking her on her back. Law then coats his sword with room again and stabs her through the chest, only this time, he makes the sword super long enough to pierce straight through the floating island and all the way down to Wanoa's surface, which Yamato observes. Big Mom starts pummeling Law to force him to release her, but he holds on and drives his sword even deeper, using a powerful attack called Puncture Will, causing Big Mom to howl in pain as his attack makes a hole both in the island and on Wano, which even Momonosuke sees. Big Mom has Misery aim its attention at Law, but before it could strike him, Kid appears in the air with his trump card, a railgun made of the scrap metal to channel his electromagnetic energy. He uses Damned Punk to fire a huge blast of energy at Big Mom that hits her right in the chest, as Law declares her era is over. Eustace Kid tries to blast Big Mom into the large hole which Law made with his last attack, but Big Mom soon starts resisting the impact of the blast and grips the edge of the hole to keep herself from moving. She then uses her Soul Pocus move again, saying that after Kid's attack finishes, everyone present can either give her 50 years of their lifespans or become her slaves. Both crews start panicking, including the Beast's pirates, but while Kid and Law's crews want to run away, both Kid and Law, surprisingly, are not affected by Big Mom's Soul Pocus, the reason being that they aren't afraid of her. Law creates a miniaturized room called Room that he launches at Big Mom, which cancels out all sound within it in homage to the late Rosinante's Nagi Nagi no Mi powers. At the same time, Misery tries to attack Law, but he easily destroys it with his sword. With Big Mom's voice no longer reaching anyone to steal their souls, Kid fires another Damned Punk, successfully blasting her down the hole, with neither Prometheus nor Hera being able to come to her aid. She ends up getting blasted down into the armory where she ends up punching one of the bombs Yamato froze, which causes her pain and also damages Kazenbo, causing it to shrink. Yamato manages to create a wall of ice to protect herself and the other frozen bombs, but the explosion destroys the lower part of Onigashima, causing Big Mom to fall with several other explosives. As she falls, she mentally curses Roger for instigating the Great Pirate Era when it had no impact on him since he was about to die, and because of that, there are tons of young upstarts trying to claim the heads of the emperors. She says that he could have at least told them about One Piece. If it was real, where is it, what it is, and if some of it could be found in Wano. The explosives hit the hull and cause another massive explosion to occur. Before Big Mom is engulfed in the blast, she curses Law and Kid for this and claims she won't die from this, and Law uses the silent room to block the sound of the explosion. When there was a doubt that Big Mom is not defeated yet, but then Law and Kid are announced the victors of the battle, and their respective crews cheer for them. So, this was all for today's video. Subscribe the channel if you want, like the video. Thank you for watching.